All right, we are looking at this house on Watson Road in Murray, Kentucky. As you can see, there is an aluminum carport available for parking under. It is in a rural area out in a lot of farmland. There's a gravel driveway, a detached single car garage. We're looking here at the front of the house as you pull up, and then over here to the right is the yard to the north of the house. Quite a bit of land. It looks like they keep it mowed. This is looking across the street, so there's nobody across the street, and the house is bordered by tall trees, so there is quite a bit of privacy at this property. This house is a double wide mobile home with aluminum skirting around the bottom. There are a couple of condition issues that I will point out to you, but as you can see, there's also this addition that was built onto the back of it where the air conditioning unit is. Up here along the fascia, there's some wood missing, which would be an issue. It would need to be corrected. Here we're looking at the backyard. It appears there might be kind of a creek behind the property. This is looking at the back of the addition. The addition is cooled by a window air unit, and there is a back deck. This back deck does not have any railing around it, and it does not have any handrails on the steps, which could be an issue for any type of government backed loan such as FHA or VA. The siding all appears to be in pretty good shape, and as we look, looks like it could have been a chicken coop or something in the backyard that's still there. As you can see, the whole property is lined with trees for privacy, which makes it nice if you want to sit out on your back deck and enjoy your coffee in the morning or what have you. This is a one car detached garage. I didn't see a man door, only the roll up door on that. As you can see, the siding on the side of the house is in fairly good shape, even though there are a few condition issues with the soffit that I'll point out later. This is the roll up door, and between the detached garage and the metal carport is a doghouse. And it looks like they possibly had a dog run set up in this area. Now let's go back over here, across the driveway to the front of the house. Now the front porch also, it does have one handrail, but it is missing railings around the front. This is right inside the front door, the living room. As you open the door, this is the first thing you see is this walk-in, eat-in kitchen with the dining room table and kind of a open concept living room, even though there is a little bit of a privacy wall. Now, as you walk in the house, to the right is going to be this small hallway. It's going to have a bathroom and two bedrooms. This is the first bedroom. It's kind of a standard size bedroom for a double wide trailer of this size with a closet. Standard size closet you would find in a manufactured home. And when we come back out here to the right is going to be the main bathroom. They've painted all of the walls some interesting and unique colors, greens and blues. Overall, the house is not in terrible shape, but there are some condition issues. For example, these cabinets are pretty well worn in the bathroom, as you can see. Backing out of the bathroom and going down into the second bedroom. Second bedroom is painted a bright pink and black. Interesting color choices. The window looks out into the backyard. It's roughly the same size as the other bedroom with about the same size closet. There are some issues with the carpet in this room, actually in all the rooms. The carpets have some stains on them, as you can see in that portion of the video. Now as we back out, we go into the kitchen area. The cabinets are pretty worn on the bottom. There are laminate countertops which seem to be in pretty good shape. The window above the sink looks out into the backyard off of the deck, so you do have a Nice peaceful view if you're at the sink. The stove looks to be in pretty good condition. This is a portable dishwasher. It's not built in, and you can see that there's a few little issues with the cabinets here. This is a privacy wall or separation wall that separates the kitchen from the living room to give it a little bit more of a feeling of two separate rooms. So not as open concept. Nice large pantry off of the kitchen. And this is looking at the living room from the master bedroom. All right, so let's go into the master bedroom and have a look around. I'm just showing you the ceilings here. This is pretty typical of a manufactured home that age to have those vaulted ceilings. This is the master bedroom, fairly good sized bedroom. I believe it would probably fit a king size bed, even though I think this one is a queen. It's painted black. Double doors open into a very large master bathroom. There are two sinks in the vanity, which make it really nice for getting ready in the morning. They painted the cabinets in here black. The walls are kind of a teal. Interesting thing about this bathroom, there are two showers. Behind this curtain, which I didn't pull back, is a tub and shower. That's not another tub and shower. That is actually a mirrored closet, so it looks like there's two, but there is a separate shower also over here. So this is a separate walk-in shower over here to the left. So there really are two separate showers in the master bathroom. This is going back out into the master bedroom. You can see they've got some pretty large furniture in there. Back out into the living room. And we're going to go over into this area where the dining room table is, around there, and we're going to take a quick look here at the addition. It's cooled by a window air unit. This is a door that goes out onto the back deck. There's a number of things that you could use this particular space for. And then as you can see, that window in that door has some condition issues, but it does open out onto the back deck. Let's go back into the kitchen area, and we'll have a look at the laundry room. Laundry room is off the kitchen, washer and dryer. Looks like they're in pretty good condition. This is the original door to the trailer, and that also goes out on the back deck. Cabinets. And this is looking at the kitchen from the laundry room. So back out through the dining area, out to the front door, where I've taken some photos to show some of the condition issues. I think this is some missing fascia, rotted fascia that would have to be cured or repaired before you could probably obtain a favorable appraisal on FHA. Again, you can see a lot of wasps living under this, and that fascia is rotted away, exposing that, allowing insects to get into that area. Another view of the same area here. Not difficult to fix that, but it would something that would probably have to be done in order to approve a government-backed loan on it. This is a gutter that's missing an end cap. That's pretty easy to fix, but it would need to be fixed because water just kind of pours right out of that end onto the ground below. Many of the shutters need to be repainted. That peeling paint is an issue with government-backed loans. Could be a problem. Here's the back deck. We talked about that a minute ago. Without a hand railing around it, it could be considered a safety issue and might affect a government-backed loan. The floor registers, many of them are dented and rusted. That's an easy fix, but something that would probably want to be taken care of. This is trim that is coming off of the door casing, and for some reason the smoke detector is disabled. Stains on the carpet, as I mentioned earlier. I'm sure that whoever purchased the home would probably replace that carpet, maybe put in a different type of flooring, but it is something to think about. Closer view of the cabinets. You can see the handles broken on one side. The cabinets are pretty chewed up. I don't know how they would respond to painting. This shower has a lot of mildew in it. I would suggest it would need to be cleaned, possibly recaulked, just to make sure that no water can get in back behind there. This is a missing crown molding or molding around the top. It's not a big deal, it's just cosmetic, but there are several places where it's missing. This is indicative of the type of work that might have been done. You can see where they painted this teal blue color and didn't really finish it out too well. This is above that room, that bonus room that was built on. It indicates that at some point there were water leaks coming, probably from where the two buildings seam together. Again, more issues with the carpet. That's not a big deal, but just pointing it out. And this is a place where a little bit of the flooring is coming up, and you can see the flooring is scratched pretty good. So this home has been lived in pretty hard. That's not a terrible thing, but it is something to take into consideration when making an offer.